Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on advanced percentage questions worksheets. So this video just presents a few slides where we have some questions, and they revolve around the fact that we will be given the percentage of a whole quantity, and then we have to work out what the whole quantity is. Now, we've had a lesson on this, so if you have no idea what to do, it would be a good idea to go to the last slide on this video. There is a link and it will take you to the lesson and it will explain exactly how to do each one of these examples. So let's quickly look at the first one. We might have a few clues here. If 6% of a whole quantity is 24, what is the whole quantity? Now the lesson, if you decide to go to it, will give you three very basic rules. The first rule is just write a simple number sentence which describes the information that we're given. For example, something like 6% equals 24. That just means that 6% of the whole quantity is 24. After you've done that, just find 1%. So that's easy to do. If you say 6% of a whole quantity is 24, you can easily find what 1% is. After you find what 1% is, and you get the answer, then then multiply that answer by 100. So multiply that answer by 100, and that'll give you the whole quantity. So that's the same with each of these five here. Now these two here, we have two worded problems. Now they mean exactly the same thing. When you read them carefully, it's a similar approach to this. Basically, it's saying that 13% of my wages is $117. So find what 1% is by doing a simple division. When you get that answer, multiply that answer by 100, and that will give you the answer with respect to the wages for the week. Same with that. And this one here is very similar to those. Let's have a look at the next slide. So these are very similar to the previous slide. The only thing here, when we do our division, we'll end up with a fraction in the first instance. So when we find 1% of the whole quantity, we end up with a mixed number. It could be, 1.5 or 2.25 or something like that. But we still go through the same procedure and multiply that part by 100, and that will always give us the whole quantity. And it's the same for all of these. So remember the three parts. Write the simple number sentence in the beginning, do a division to find 1%, and then multiply that answer by 100 to give you the final answer. And finally, if you're still a little bit confused, on the next slide there'll be a link. Click on the link and go through the whole lesson, and that explains how to do each of these examples.